So, as I told you, the terminologies have been given here. And next is the wastewater treatment. What is the general layout of our main sewer and the lateral sewers are? And beneath that is the illustration of how these chambers, what is the process, treatment process goes in. And you have another sheet which says what would be the ideal site for the sewage treatment works. So these are, even though it's not particularly mentioned in the syllabus, these are things which you can, it's a basic design thought which everyone should be knowing. So that's the reason I've brought in this. What would be the ideal site condition for you to select that place for a sewage treatment work? Similarly, what are the design aspects for sewage treatment plant? And after that are the definitions. So regarding definitions of with respect to sanitation, what is the bacteria? What is the invert? Refuse, sewer, sewerage, sullage, all of this has been given. So even though we have discussed and spoken about this, having these content reflected from the book is quite essential. This is one set of contents. Another set. So if you have got this book, this would be quite helpful. You got your new contents again. Let me try to get it onto the computer so that I'll be able to share it. Please go through the contents what is shared as of now. I'll copy the contents to my computer and I'll share it to you. Screen share. You guys are able to see the screen? Guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I'm not able to sequence the image, but I'll go through the contents and I'll tell you what exactly these are. So this is a part from continuation from the earlier class. We have already completed this part, but just to have an understanding on how this representation is done from the sewage pumping station to the main sewers and the distribution sewers. Below that is a treatment process. As we earlier read about, we would have gone through physical, chemical, and biological. And again, there is another subgenre of primary treatment, secondary, and tertiary. So this part is again given here, and then how this disposal happens. Okay. So here, what are the different types of sewage, sullage terminologies given? What are the terms which you need to understand? What is a subsoil? What is a sewer? What do we call as a sewer? What do you call as a sewerage? And all of these are given here. Just on. Okay. Just I'm trying to find out. Uh, Okay, I'm not able. You guys got the image regarding the design and the site consideration for sewage, right? Guys? Guys?
Sir?
No, the images in which I sent you, you guys got what is the site consideration and the design aspects of a sewer.
Yes, sir.
What I've shared it in the group.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm not able to find out where it is here. Okay, fine. So next, now we go into the other terminologies of what we need to know. What is a catch basin or catch pit? Catch basin or catch pit is a depression before entering into a sewer, wherein all the sand or any solid particle which is heavy will get will get segregated at the bottom, and then the water goes in. So, example here. Just sorry, the images are not sequential. That's the biggest problem here. Oh, God. How do I get it sequential? Okay, kind of sorted out, but it's still not clear. Okay, so a catch basin is nothing but a place in which, before entering into the sewer, there is a depression which comes in where all these content, the solid suspended particles, will get trapped. So, if at all in this image, you can look into the top part here. So, the entry of the water could be a storm water, anything. It can be on the top, and all these grit small stones or debris, they settle down at the bottom, and then after which only the liquid part goes into the sewer line. So this is with respect to the catch basin. There are other descriptions given here regarding what are the components and those. You have a reading about it that should be there. That should be good enough. Here, for me, what I'll be doing in this class is I'll explain what are these points are. There, what is a clean out? Clean out pipe is a pipe wherein your sewer line goes underneath the ground on the ground level. A clean out pipe is a individual intervention pipe where there is a cover manhole through it where a water is forcefully pushed onto it. So this, in case of any blockage in the pipe, so this water force would clean out that spot. So that is the function of the clean out pipe. And just okay, let me finish up. The grease and oil traps. The grease and oil traps are primarily used in industries where grease and oil are being involved. And these, as I told you, so any sewage which comes out of the industry, which has to go through a preliminary treatment before entering into the sewage. So this is one essential part where water is flown in, the content are flown in, and then the inlet with the grating. What happens? The grease and the oil they tend to be floating on the surface. So a downward pipe is used so that only the liquid part, other than the one the floating at the top, is not taken in, and only the clear liquid is passed on. So to maintain or clean up this pit and to remove the grease and oil, the cover has been usually taken off, and water is floating at the top would be collected. So you can read through the process here. And this is another intervention of how a grease and oil trap could be done, wherein these are baffle walls where you can see a wall from the bottom as well as a wall from the top. So what happens here is once it comes in here, the contents tend to be floating on the top, and you can see the outlet has got a downward looking pipe. So only the liquid at the bottom goes into the outlets, whereas the grease and oil which are trapped on the top are removed through the cover. Then we can see through what is the inlets. Inlets are the entry points from the roadways or walkways where a grating is put into. Okay, you can look into the bottom part, not the top image. You can have three images at the bottom. So on the pedestrian path, on the side, pedestrian path on the road, the image which I'm talking about is one on the top right, which is says footpath road, figure 23.9. This is a vertical inlet. This is a very conventional method which is used in our pedestrian walkways, where a grating is put, and in this inlet, the grating is to stop any solid particles like branches, stones to get onto the sewer, and then it goes on to the concrete box, only the liquid, and then it's taken to the stormwater drain. Similarly, our gratings on the top, as well as a combined inlet, a grating on the top as well as a grating on the side. Inverted siphon is used when at times when there is definitely a obstruction, as in could be a tree, could be another important pipeline is given. In those cases, inverted siphons are used, wherein the water is forced down and then forced into the next chamber. So these are called as depression sewers also. So the intent of this is wherein a straight line is not being taken through with the slope, and there is some obstruction which has come in, and those conditions this would be used. What are manholes? How are manholes? The locations and the principle of designs are given here. So manholes are used for intervention to have a check about the sewer line if there is any blockage. This is accessible by the humans, and it has got an inbuilt ladder. If you can show one, just a moment, get the image. Okay. Okay, I think I somehow missed out the image, but I've forwarded in the group. You can please take it. So in this, if you can open the image from WhatsApp also, that would be useful, so I can tell you. Manhole is defined as an inspection chamber, as I mentioned you. So manhole's got a cover, access shaft, and a sewer at the bottom. And what are the different types of components? Different components I explained also there. Fine. Can someone tell me about traps, which I've already explained you guys in the class previous to last class? Because we pretty much cover what are the things, what is essential now. Can we just recall what are the traps are about? What is the intent and what is the function of them? Guys. What is the function of trap? What are the different types of traps? And where are traps used? There are two or three shapes of traps.
So they use
Yes. Yes. Why is yeah?
they were used at the bottom of the toilets and as well as in the basin.
Is in any of the sanitary equipments. So the traps would be used, which should the advantage of traps is it prevents any foul smell, hazardous gases from the main sewer line back into the outlets. So So traps can be used at the various. These are explanation of the traps, but I'm just recalling what they are meant for. So this is a person fixing up a wash basin trap. The intent of the trap is the way in which there's going to be water constantly stagnated in them. Like here, if you see what is the commonly used traps are P, Q, and S traps. So this water, which is going to be a constant factor, which is going to be there, it will prevent insects to come from the main line towards the inwards to our residents. Similarly, any foul smell from the main sewer to be prevented. So the reason why there is a constant water at the bottom of the closet, you can either the Indian closet or the Western closet. So these are the functions of it. Whereas for a wash basin, we wouldn't be seeing them because they are much beneath it. So what are the different types of traps? The flow trap, in which normally we have it in a shower area. So what is a gully trap? It's on the outsides of the building where water outlet is being put, then a collection pit is got, and then you can see a P trap at the bottom. So this way, this will take lead you on to the sewage. So what are the traps? What we call as this water stagnation is called the water seal. Intercepting traps. Bottle trap is what we see beneath the wash basins. Grease trap we just saw. Sorry. Sorry, yeah. So these are about traps. So you guys are clear on what traps are now and what the functions of them are?
sir.
Yes. So there is one exercise which you're going to do is to see what are the various water fixtures. Water fixtures are what are the various components of water supply we use in a uh, bathing area as well as the toilets. Like what are the different types of taps? What we call as a mixer or tap mixer, and what are the different types of equipment, water fixtures. So no doubt. So these are water fixtures as well as uh, there are wellness products such as sauna, steam bath, jacuzzi. Just for the understanding of the various sanitary fittings which should be used in a day in any residential or commercial buildings, to have an understanding of them, and getting to know each of these sanitary fittings is going to be a tool which is related to the is going to be a tool aiding you in a better design also. So for you, in a case of a very small, now conventionally in a toilet, we're going to have a closet and we're going to have a bathing area as well as a wash basin. In offices, it becomes only the closets, urinal, and the wash basin. But what happens in a very tight space, wherein a small closet needs to be brought in and a wash basin needs to be brought in? There is not only one type of wash basin. What are the various types of wash basins? There are corner mount fixtures and there are normal, the conventional ones. How they are used. So I have an understanding of them. Okay. So this is one exercise you're going to look into it. You guys clear what the exercise are? I want you guys to explore on what are the various fixtures through which water is delivered out from a. It could be even from the kitchen. What are those type of taps are called as? They are not simply called as a tap. So what are the types of taps? What are the terminologies used for it? What are the various bathroom fixtures related to sanitation we use? Please list out and make that as a PPT or a PDF for your own reference. And I'll float that as an exercise in the GCR and pull it across. Is that fine? So with this, we come into the end of the second cycle of Building Services 1. Guys, are you guys clear with what the contents are? You need anything which you don't understand, please let me know. I'll rephrase it and explain you guys.
Sir, about that assignment,
Which one?
the last one, sir.
Fixtures.
Yeah, yes. Get them as a fixtures. Get the pictures of them. What are the terminologies used for them on various sanitary fittings in the toilet as well as in a residence or a commercial building.
Yes. Yes, it is.
So this includes taps of various categories, various shapes, various functions. Normally, when we say about a tap, example is the taps what we use in a toilets is totally different from the taps what we use in a landscaping area. So it's got various functionalities to them. Similarly, a tap what you use in a toilet and a tap different from the kitchen sink. So get to know what are the various fixtures. Shower, include showering points, and what are the different types of shower disposals are available, and what are the various other water related, sanitation related fixtures are there. Get pictures as well as images. Sorry, terminologies, pictures and terminologies. Is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm yet to float the attendance in GCR. I'll float it now. So any questions in today's class? Sorry for the very unconventional delay for me to sort out the images. But yeah.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, the cycle 1 and cycle 2 lessons, sir, about the notes, what to do, sir? Like, do we have to buy that water
One
sanitation?
is water supply and sanitation. It's got a very comprehensive content. But there are few notes which are shared and few notes which are pending for me to share, which I'll share it also. If
Yes.
possible, buy the book. It will be useful. If not possible, read through the contents, what is given there. As of now, today, I've sent you the images from the book. Because these contents, for me to sit and compile, it might take some more time if I need to do it separately. And hence, I've taken these contents from the book itself. So use this image is what I've sent you today as also a part of your study material.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And along with the contents, which I'll be sharing on the GCR also.
Okay, sir.
So the first two cycles would be what included for your midterm test.
Yes.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Any questions? Anything? Okay, I'll float the attendance in GCR. Please mark your attendance. Thank you for your time. We'll catch up next week. In case any you guys have any doubts, please let me know. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, guys. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.